Uh, okay. Before we start, though, I'm with Terrence. Terrence, nice to meet you. I'm Roland Waddell from Northern Virginia, and Dana. I think I've seen you before on a previous Zoom session. Um, Terrence, I run a visual communications firm outside of DC,
Okay.
Onyx Communications, and
Okay.
so we create content, we distribute content, we present content.
Okay.
So I have commercial clients like Capital One, Sodexo. I have federal agencies, FAA, EEOC,
Got it.
transportation, DOD,
Nice.
and I have higher ed. I've done work for Georgetown, my alma mater, North Carolina.
Yeah, I
Uh,
see the Tar Heels back there.
that's right, man.
I was at
Hey, look,
Virginia Tech out
somebody's
of
got
high
to cheer
school,
them on,
man.
right?
Yeah. Oh
So,
man.
so somebody's got to cheer them on. So I would be remiss with a great deal of my 40 years of experience being in marketing for three of the top brands in the world,
Yes,
uh,
sir.
the Weather Channel, Disney, and USA Today.
Nice.
So I would be, I'm like you. What are we doing?
Yeah, yeah.
What is it that, what are we doing? I get it's a live stream. I get
Yep.
that. We do those every day. In fact, I got to leave in about 10 minutes because I've got to go to one here. But live stream methodologies,
Easy.
other than
Yeah.
Zoom, I mean, we resell Zoom, we resell Pexip, we
Oh,
resell
good.
Logitech,
Nice.
so we do Pro AV. We
Okay.
just we do outdoor digital displays
I just
for
came out of that. So I was at Redbox for 4 years. I built their digital out of home network, video screens on top of Redbox kiosks. Like
yeah.
Redbox, the movie company. I ran the project to put the video screens on the top of the kiosk. That was me. I ran it from
I love
end to
Redbox.
God bless you, brother. Because I mean,
dude, that's why I'm not there, man. I'm not getting no love for building out screens on top of kiosks. But I also built their infrastructure for delivering all of the ads on their free live TV and AVOD service. And as I was exiting, I was a senior West African American at the company. I was responsible for the last 4 years of building out their digital technology infrastructure, which they went public on in order to do a digital transformation. And I worked directly with the chief strategy officer, CEO, and I was a senior director for the last 4 years. There's no path for me to be a VP. I'm 56 years old, and I know what I know, what I know. And I know I'm making them a lot more money that I'm participating in. So therefore, I am a chief revenue officer at a tech startup in San Diego. But my opportunity now is way bigger than that. Only because I'm in the tech space again, and I've been in the tech space from the beginning. I was really there when the internet was formed. I was in the building where the ISI Institute is down in Marina Del Rey. I'm a geek. I'm old. All that being said,
not as old as me, man. I'll be 64 in 2 days, God willing.
I've got to remind you, Roland and Terrence, you said you had 15 minutes. I don't know how many minutes you have left, but you guys may have to reschedule so that we can figure out what we can do, to
well, Roland, just give me your contact information. What I think we should do, Kevin, is look, you have the 28th. I'm really up to the what W's, right? What, where, when, why, how. Go ahead, Dana.
I think I can answer these questions.
Thank you.
When,
Please.
where, why, how.
Please.
So if we do it at the City Club LA,
we
have rooms, and then we can have
and a breakout room.
Yes, we can have first ADs, second ADs, second ADs, PAs, grips. We can have them setting up lighting equipment. We can have someone on the switcher, someone on the camera.
Yep.
And we can make sure that there is time allotted for 3
Have
modules.
you seen that space?
I haven't seen this space.
So I need to walk. So I've been in the room. I presented in that room. Mm-hmm. It's a little theater. It ain't gonna hold a whole lot of people putting up a lot of equipment.
We have breakout rooms, right?
Yeah.
But we put those people.
Rooms,
we make modules.
But you're not gonna learn in that little breakout room. You got to come in and be in the set, right? We got to set up a set.
Well, the PAs will learn, and then people will be watching a broadcast. So we're only having people come, like we're having a few people to mentor and show how a set works.
Yes.
We have them come on the
Do
day.
we have any of those
7
people
a.m.
identified?
No, but I made the list of what we would need.
So the question is, it is now Wednesday. We're talking about showing up on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm gonna be there. If you tell me you're gonna be there, these are the
all
two
I have
people
is
I know are gonna show up. Are you gonna be there?
I'll be there.
So then right now, it's you and me and whatever we can pull together. And in my experience, our plan needs to be able to be executed between you and me and whatever we can do, and everybody else comes along for the ride in this amount of time. And so I'm saying to you, as much as there's a grand vision of what we would love to do, we have to pull back to the vision of what we can do well and how can we do this, which is why I'm trying to say, so in the end, we have a screening room, we have breakout rooms. Yes, there could be people to show up, but let's say if it's me and you.
If it's me and you on the day.
Yes.
And we do a Zoom or a hop in, have people come and join, give people a link. Can we have a link set?
We can definitely
like
get a link set, but you got to ask yourself, what is happening on that Zoom or hop in? What is happening in the room?
Discussion.
Maybe. So I would just say this, let's get the framework and not get caught up in all the details of what we're going to fill in the blanks, because Kevin's like, there's 50 people that you can fill in the blanks with. So I'm trying to do the most minimal, achievable
so with the time we have, so
commit
Terrence, if you guys have Dana and you, please, Dana, tell me who else we need to your end, and I will see if I can either purchase their talent or barter their talent.
Well, hold up, Kev. Before we start purchasing and bartering, I want to just, what I'd suggest, give myself and Dana 24 hours. I will work with you, Dana. We will come up with the minimum viable product, the MVP that we can get out of Monday. And then we will fill in the gaps. And then, Kevin, then all is good. Once I know if she's going to be there, I'm going to be there, and I can set it up so that what we have is going to happen and it's going to work because we're the only ones on this call committed to it at this late date, then hey, everything else can flow. But I'd say give us 24 hours to do that. And Roland, I would welcome your counsel to have a conversation about that. You seem like you have those kind of things that can help us fill in the gaps. And since you're here, I would love to, and we should connect otherwise, period. But I would say, this is who I see on a time where we got to do something. Let's do that. So Dana, if you have time, either this evening or tomorrow.
I think there's enough technical cooks in the kitchen. So
I agree.
Yeah. So you don't need me in the kitchen too.
Well, we're rolling. Whatever you offer to me, can you offer it to Terrence to see if it can be integrated?
Well, Terrence and I can. The short answer to that is let Terrence and I, determine what he needs. If are you missing anything from this, Terrence?
Well, until we get this MVP, I don't know that I'm missing. Yeah, look, we can use. I got StreamYard. I can do Zoom. I can do whatever. I'm not missing any tools. I got a switcher. I can get a camera. I have all the things. It's just a matter of, and I'm not really the one who's supposed to run it. I got all those things, and I want to say, hey, Dana, I got you, right? Here's what you have at your disposal.
You need a virtual producer.
Correct.
You need a virtual producer. That's what you need. Now, I have an awesome virtual producer, but he does not operate for free.
Yeah, there you go. Awesome. So we need so when we get a budget, we will get one of those, because this is, as Kevin says, the coalition of the willing. I'm taking a day off of work and giving up my day to go do this thing just because, man, we've been hooked up for 10 years.
Unfortunately, I can't do that because Monday's a payday. So I got something I got to do on Monday for revenue.
And nothing wrong, man. But let's talk about what it looks like in success. My hope is this MVP is enough to inspire folks that we can get this going on a more regular basis and pull the right kinds of things together to implement this as a program. So I just feel like, I appreciate support. Would love to connect with you to understand how to activate and tap into what you can bring to the party. At a minimum, I'd ask if you might at least be a willing participant if we have one of these panels, so that Dana has at least one person committed that can talk about what you do from your perspective in terms of what the jobs, what the things are that are available that these folks need to aspire to, right? You have worked with the top 3 brands in the world, right? So how did you get there, man? And what kind of jobs do I need to do to get where you are, or even to get in your company? To me, that was the piece that we're talking about.
And by the way, when you guys meet, I didn't invite Roland in here for his technical operational talent. It was content. That was where he had an interest in meeting me by referral through a general who was interested in making us meet based on the African American military timeline. So that's where Roland's expertise and interest came in. So Roland, if you work on anything, whether you get paid or not, there are some contents that you may have the ability to cherry pick from that you can use down the road for your initiatives, so that you wouldn't be working for free if I can actually barter and trade some content and some rights to some stuff, which I've never even shown you. But there is a business model, there is a strategy behind doing something more than the 28th, and it is content driven. And I
Okay,
do have procurers and licensors for this content.
okay, okay. Well, what's the timestamp on Monday? What, Dana, what time is the event gonna happen on
The
Monday?
time that we had the event set for was people would show up 10 to 2. And I believe the event was from 12 to 2, like the actual broadcast.
Got it. You just need to make
That's
sure we get wrap
Pacific
time.
right?
Yeah,
That's Pacific time?
Yes.
Okay. All right, okay. Okay, are you able to send me like a summary of what you're doing? Because I know I have a retired, I can't speak for him, but 3 miles from me is the former president of Disney Radio and ESPN Radio.
Oh,
And
nice.
he loves to talk.
We
Don't
love
you
him to
tell him I
talk.
said that. But, if I give him a couple, 48 hours notice, I might get him to join in and on your panel, Dana.
Oh, man.
That would be helpful.
Well, anything we can do to create a pilot or some module is what I'm trying to, accomplish, so that I can actually show some people, the value that I believe it has to somebody, and then start picking off, people who want to, procure or participate in the next one. So that's why the City Club, I think, is a great space. We have space. We just can't afford to put a lot of effort into it until we find out a successful business model for using the space. But there is no better space for networking and bringing people together, and again, stages and studios alike. This is the best place to do a mini theater, mini production.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, I hate to break, but I'm gonna have to drive to Middlesburg. Terrence, I
man.
hear you're from Virginia, right?
Born and raised in Chesapeake, Virginia. My parents are Virginia Beach, and I went to Virginia Tech out of high school.
My
Got family in
CPA
Herndon.
My CPA's from Chesapeake. James Young.
Oh man, how old is he? I'm 56. So,
You
but
guys
I went
are
to
close.
Western Branch High School.
Okay.
So if he went
Okay.
to anywhere near Western Branch, that would be it. It ain't that big.
Oh, I'm very familiar with my oldest son went to Elizabeth City State. He
Oh
graduated.
man,
from
yeah,
Elizabeth City State.
ECSU, of course.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's nice. Well, look, a pleasure. I'm sending you an email, Dana. What I would say is, if we can connect, I don't know your schedule later today. I'd love to go through the information that you have, what you see, the timing, and let's get that one sheet. And let's get that one sheet back to Kevin. And Kevin, once you see the one sheet, as long as you sign off, then we can distribute it from there. And that's going to be our MVP for the 28th, if that works.
Right. And well, by the way, I don't have to sign off. I know whatever we do is experiential and experimental. I just need to make sure that I can get the right people to see. I've invited some people who are celebrities and are powerful people to come to lunch so they can look over the shoulder. They won't be on camera, but they can see some of the people running around, some of the things. And I can't advertise them. I'm not promoting them, but they're going to be there to, take a look at supporting this thing to the extent that they can. So that's the contact. But that's kind of where I look at this as a show. Well, it's just a show place for me. So that's what I'm going to do.
Well, Kevin, hit me back if you need to give me some more info.
Well, no, I'd like to have you work with these two guys, because there's other people say they want on, but they don't show up.
Let's do it.
They will show up. They will show on once they see this thing is successful. Everybody will jump on the bandwagon once it's done.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
All right. No, I appreciate you guys. I got a jet too. Being respectful. Rolling, a pleasure. Dana, I'll send you. Email me and tell me what time. Let's get on later today, and we'll get this turned around into one sheet, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you all for your time.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye now.